Look at this! We're going to Garbage City! U.S.S.R. Look at that trash texture. Look at that truck. It's like, why would you put, it's like, here's what probably happened. I know this development studio, they ran out of time. It took them 3 years to make this game, but they ran out of time. So what I'm thinking is, one of the guys said, hey, I put together this decently creepy video of a puppy bashing itself against a window. And the guy's like, great, let's just throw that in there somewhere. I feel like there should be more to it than that. But that's all it was. Oh no, I'm gonna get grabbed. Don't grab me. I am not really Grain. I was just pretending. Oh, okay. I'm out of here. Also, a side note, how would that grab Grain? In what way would that be able to grab Grain? Doing a great job with the physics there. And what is that call you did right there? Oh, they actually animated him opening the shotgun and reloading it. It's like, that's what I love about games made in Eastern Europe, especially horror games, because they take the time to, like, do some nice stuff, but with, like, really random things. It's like, they didn't have to animate that guy opening the shotgun and reloading it. They could have been lazy about it, like every other game. But no, they took the time. Like, I feel like there's some good ideas hidden here somewhere, but just, like, a lot of annoying things that just kind of detract from it. Like, there's a couple enemy designs that are decent. I like those firemen. I like the firemen. Those are some good firemen. I like the sound the dogs make. When that first dog showed up, it kind of spooks me a bit. I was a little spooked, honestly. And then open the bridge. But there's just so much crap in this that's just, either it doesn't add anything, it's just random. Like that thing with the puppy. Like, that's an effective scene, I guess? I don't like it, but I don't think I'm supposed to like it. If there was any context, I know that's not going to get explained. I know it's just going to be there randomly. But, like, in context, that might be interesting. I mean, if you think about it, it wasn't really that bad, because the puppy was fine in the end. It wasn't as horrendous as it seems, with all that freaky editing. Whoa, what are you guys doing? Okay. Wow, that's the first time I died in this game. When's my last save? I really need to get more focused. Oh no. Why do I feel like we're going to be here forever? Oh no. 10%. Good. Making some good progress right there. This game is just draining me mentally, physically. This is the last save? I know this game has autosaves. You didn't have to do that. Does this make the train go faster? Because it's like, this is decently spooky. If they just, like, you could tell they really took the time to create this environment, but they just didn't know what to do with it. Like, I remember reading an interview about this game where one of the guys, like a lead designer, was talking about, and he's like, oh, we just all had this idea to make a game. And one guy was really interested in doing a game about the Soviet Union. He really liked the creepy architecture, beautiful buildings and all that. He thought it would be a good idea. And it was a good idea. This game looks pretty good. It's pretty decently spooky. But there's just nothing in it. Well, I can't say that yet. Time to Beat says this game is... What was it? I think 8 hours long? 12 hours plus? That doesn't seem right. I think I'm on, like, what, level 5 already? I've been playing this game for, like, an hour. How long is this game? I've seen, like, the game boasts. It boasts. There are 18 enemies in this game. How many have I seen so far? Probably, like, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. And I doubt we're going to go back to the factory farm again and see those wenches. Those witch wenches. Let's try to be a little more careful with these guys over here. And like all the enemies are themed, or it's all themed around like Soviet culture. Like, oh god, what is... Who thought this design was okay? It's like Heath Ledger with cat eyes. What is this spiky hairstyle they got going? They didn't have to do that. They could have made his hair just flat. It's like we're going to all the Soviet haunts. Went to a factory farm. What the heck? What are you doing? Where did you go? Why have you done this? I wish I had footage of this before, because when I first came through here, I went down there the first time, and I broke that door open, and then I opened this thing, and I saw that guy spawn right in. Lazy. Fire again. Reload. Oh, you done messed up, boy. This game's trying to win me over again, because it's little things like that. Like, they put that box there specifically so that that guy would get shot into it. Maybe. And it's trying to win me over. I can't let it. I can't let it. I can't let it. I won't. Because, like, for every one thing that's just horrendous in this game, there's, like, 2 things that I'm like, okay, I see it. That's alright. Up. That was all on me. Take it out on me. Save yourselves. That was all my fault. I admit it. I admit it. Let's open up the pamphlet and read about another enemy. Let's see. Who did we just run into right there? Well, we didn't talk about that weirdo. Oh, the nurse. She is a national healthcare employee. Aside from looking after patients, she used to spend a lot of time caring for her own beauty. But during the experiment, cosmetic substances caused a chemical reaction with her skin. This explains her new and quite unattractive appearance. The nurse is crafty and has absolutely no mercy. Okay, so it's like... That right there, that's a creepy idea. Like, that adds so much to this garbage design. Just the idea that, like, oh, the makeup caused her face to melt off. That's kind of neat. It's kind of dumb, but it's like, all you had to do was, like, put a note somewhere. And it would have been fine. I would have forgiven you. But, like, that's what you can't do. You can't have, like, all the good stuff be in the manual. Because some people might not even read the manual. I remember when I was a kid, I would go and read the manual. I remember I had Call of Duty 1. There was a manual. And it had, like, all the weapons in it and, like, all kinds of neat stuff. But you can't do that. You can't you have to explain something in your game. It can't just be... You can't just hope people get it, because it seems really dumb when you just leave it to, like, the imagination. Because most people's imaginations aren't that good. When I see a nurse with a big old boobs and no face, I think, wow, that is really tasteless. Unless I'm playing Silent Hill 2, where it actually has a deep meaning. Yeah, surprise, surprise about that game. I think, like, wow, that's really tasteless. It's dumb, and, like, it wasn't even sexy. Like, the least you could do was make a sexy nurse sexy. But you failed at that even. This frame rate's killing me. I should be able to nail these headshots. That dude just launched me. Like, there are so many opportunities where they could have just fixed that. I mean, like, it's still a garbage model. It's still dumb. It's still awful. But it would have been slightly less awful. Because I know these guys took the time, they put the time in. This game had a development cycle of, oh, at least I get this opportunity again. Gonna get that health. This game it took 3 years to make this game. 3 years. They had 3 years to make this game. Obviously, they were making it in Russia, where it's actually, there's a lot of, yeah, there we go. That's the good stuff right there. It's a lot harder to make games in Russia, for a number of reasons. Does he actually have a unique animation for the second shot? He does! It flings him back. That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. That's a nice, you sir, you got a nice touch. I want to touch you. I want to touch you all the way down the stairs. I probably need this ammunition. Out of pistol bullets, so I guess it's a shotgun melee weapon kind of day. I'm saving right here. It's just that kid with the puppy, though. That kid with the puppy, though. That just feels so manipulative. It's like not actually horror. It's just like, oh, hurting a puppy. How horrific. It just feels like so. Yeah, it just feels manipulative. It's like, oh no, we hurt a puppy. How horrible. And there's nothing more to it than, oh, we hurt a puppy. Well, I checked out this area. Anything else down here? Not going in that indent. It's probably a death trap. Like, the least amount of horror. Whoa, you! You are a bad man. I'm going for it. I'm going for glory. I want that. I need that pistol ammo. I really need it. And Molotovs. This was a good idea. At least they gave me plenty of environment to explore. And these guys are supposed to look like secret police right here. It looks like they were prepared for the outbreak, but it didn't help. They had the masks and everything. Everyone else just got the short end of the stick. Like this fellow. Oh, music to my ears. The sound of physics interacting. Stop it. Now you look like the ideal Soviet person. You don't even have eyebrows. Man, you got it bad, buddy. So you really got the short end of the stick. I guess where Molotovs is in this. 7. I have to press 7 to get Molotovs. Look, this cracked the wall. It's like every time I see this game, I feel like the reason I'm, like, partially enjoying it is because I'm going in with, like, the lowest of expectations. So when I see something mildly interesting... Oh yeah, I remember this bit. Really, you're gonna do that? You managed to make a cover system for these guys, but you couldn't be bothered to make them actually stay in cover? It's like, what are you hiding behind, anyway? What was that? Was that a grenade? Why did you just toss it back? Oh my god, it was a grenade!